"I won't let go," said a struggling single dad rescued girl. "Don't know she is Billionaire's daughter, ain't?" Hammered against the cracked windshield of David's old pickup truck. He was a single father, scraping by with 2 jobs, barely able to keep the lights on for his little daughter, Lily. That night, driving home exhausted from a late shift, he saw something that made his heart lurch. A young girl, no older than 12, clinging desperately to the guardrail of a bridge. The swollen river below roared, ready to swallow her whole. David didn't think twice. He slammed the brakes, leaped out, and sprinted into the storm. "Don't come closer," the girl cried, her knuckles white around the slippery rail. "No one cares if I let go." David's voice cut through the storm, steady and full of raw truth. "I care. I don't know your name, but I won't let go, not tonight, not ever. You're worth saving." She looked into his eyes, and for the first time in weeks, believed someone meant it. Her fingers slipped. David lunged, with every ounce of strength. He caught her wrist, pulling her trembling body into his arms. He held her as she sobbed, repeating again and again, "I won't let go." He didn't know the girl was Sophie, the daughter of Richard Caldwell, one of the richest and most ruthless billionaires in the city. To the world, Sophie was untouchable. But inside, she felt invisible. When the police arrived, Sophie clung to David's shirt. She refused to leave his side. Richard Caldwell stormed onto the scene moments later, in a tailored suit, barking orders, outraged at the chaos. But when he saw his daughter in the arms of a stranger, something in him cracked. "Who are you?" he demanded. David, soaked and shivering, simply said, "A dad, that's all." Sophie whispered through her tears, "He saved me, Daddy. Don't let him go." For the first time, Richard realized money couldn't buy what David had just given his daughter: hope, compassion, and a promise that mattered. And that rainy night, the struggling single dad, who thought he had nothing, had given a billionaire's family everything they needed. The night was cold, the kind that crept into bones and made even the strongest man feel fragile. David's truck rattled as it climbed the bridge, the wipers barely keeping up with the downpour. His daughter, Lily, slept in the back seat, curled under his old army jacket. David glanced at her through the mirror, his reason for fighting through every dead-end job, every unpaid bill, every sleepless night. As he turned his eyes back to the road, the beam of his headlights swept across something that made him slam the brakes. A girl, standing at the edge of the bridge. Her thin figure was drenched, hair plastered to her pale face. David's heart dropped. He jumped out, the rain hitting like bullets. "Hey," he shouted over the storm. "Are you okay?" The girl flinched, gripping the railing tighter. "Don't come closer," her voice cracked. "I'll jump. Nobody cares." David raised his hands, palms open. His voice softened, but it carried a steel edge of conviction. "Someone cares. I care." Her eyes, hollow and full of pain, darted to him. "Why would you? You don't even know me." David took a slow step closer. "You're right. I don't know your name. But I know you're somebody's daughter. And I know what it feels like when life makes you believe you don't matter. But you do. I swear to you, you matter." Her grip slipped as rain made the railing slick. In that instant, David's old instincts kicked in. He lunged, grabbing her wrist just as she fell forward. "Got you." His muscles strained, rain and sweat blurring together as he hauled her up. She sobbed, kicking wildly, but David locked his arms around her. "I won't let go. Do you hear me? I won't let go." The girl collapsed against his chest, shaking violently. For a moment, David just held her there, whispering like he would to his own daughter, "You're safe now. You're not alone anymore." By the time flashing police lights painted the bridge, Lily had woken and was peering wide-eyed from the truck. The rescued girl Sophie refused to release David's hand as officers approached. "Miss Caldwell," one of the cops gasped. "Sophie Caldwell." David frowned. "You know her." Before the officer could answer, black SUVs screeched to a stop. Men in suits poured out, And then came him, Richard Caldwell, billionaire tycoon, infamous for his ruthless business empire. His tailored coat was soaked in seconds, but his presence commanded the entire scene. "Sophie," he barked, striding forward. "What in God's name?" But Sophie buried her face into David's chest, clutching tighter. "I don't want to go with them. He saved me, Daddy. He's the only one who cared." Richard froze. For years, he had written checks, given Sophie every luxury, surrounded her with tutors and guards, but not once had he been the one she reached for when she was broken. And now, she clung to a stranger, like he was her lifeline. Richard's eyes met David's, sharp and questioning. "Who are you?" David, still catching his breath, answered simply, "A dad, that's all." For a long moment, the storm raged between them, but neither man moved. Sophie's small voice broke the silence. "Don't let him go, Daddy. Please, don't let him go." That night became the start of something none of them expected. A struggling, single father who thought he had nothing became the one man who gave a billionaire's daughter everything she truly needed. And Richard Caldwell, the man who had believed power could buy safety, began to realize that what his daughter really needed was a father willing to say the same words David had whispered in the storm. "I won't let go."